If your Friday client update starts with rereading every task, the tracker is hiding the few things the client actually needs to know. This is Project Atlas before and after. 6 tracker rows become a short private Google Doc containing only the work that is overdue, blocked, stale, or missing an owner. The document starts as draft human review required. Nothing is sent. I will build this exact Sheets to Docs workflow, then test duplicate refresh stale source protection, and final approval. Copying every row into a weekly update creates noise without making risk clearer. Completed work does not need a client decision. Normal active work does not need a warning. The useful report is the smaller list, work that is overdue, blocked, stale, or still has no accountable owner. This workflow prepares that list but keeps review and sending with a person. Here is the complete flow. Project Tracker stores the work dates, status, client impact, and row-level review note. Report Control stores the Monday report period, title, stale threshold, and approval note. Report Log records the draft state, document ID, fingerprint, and approval state. App Script reads those 3 sheets and creates one private Google Doc. It prepares the report. It does not email, share, or send it. Stay on the Project Tracker tab and read the header from left to right. Item ID makes every work item unique. Work item names the deliverable. Owner identifies accountability. Due date supports the overdue rule. Status is not started, in progress, blocked, or done. Last update supports the stale rule. Client impact explains why the row matters to the client. Review note records what a person checked before approval. The rules are deliberately small. Needs owner means the owner is blank, TBD, unassigned, unknown, or a placeholder. Blocked comes directly from the status column. Overdue means the due date is earlier than the evaluation date, and the item is not complete. Stale update means the last update is older than the configured threshold. A done row is excluded. The report shows the operational reason instead of forcing the reader to scan the tracker. Start with a blank Google Sheet. Open extensions, then App Script. Replace the editor file with the copyready script linked below and save it. Run Setup Exception Report once and review the requested permissions. The setup creates Project Tracker, Report Control, and Report Log. It does not call on Open from the editor. If the exception report menu is not visible afterward, reload the sheet. Then the manual actions appear. Choose Load Fictional Sample and confirm that Project Atlas contains 6 rows. The sample includes 1 overdue item, 1 ownerless item, 1 blocked item, 1 stale update, 1 completed item, and 1 normal active item. Now choose Generate or Refresh Draft. The script evaluates the tracker, writes the 4 exceptions to a private Google Doc, and records draft review required in Report Log. The document also states that human review is required and nothing has been sent. Open the generated document and compare it with the tracker. Atlas 102 appears because its owner is TBD, so its reason is needs owner. Atlas 103 appears because its status is blocked, even though its due date is in the future. Atlas 101 appears because its due date has passed. Atlas 104 appears because its last update is older than 7 days. The completed row and normal active row stay out. The report is shorter because the rule is explicit, not because information was guessed. Run Generate or Refresh Draft again for the same reporting period. Report period is a validated Monday date. The second run finds that period in Report Log and reuses the existing document ID. The document URL is the same, and no second client report appears. Sheets may store the period as a real date object, so the lookup normalizes both date values and ISO text before comparing them. 3 integration details protect the live workflow. Sheets can return a date as a JavaScript date object. Period matching therefore normalizes both date values and ISO strings. Reusing an existing Google Doc first adds a sentinel paragraph. The script can then remove the previous body. The final paragraph required by Google Docs remains valid, and old content does not accumulate. Setup only creates and formats the sheets. Reloading the sheet is the correct way to display the custom menu. Now test the human gate. Leave approval note blank or shorter than 10 characters, then choose Approve for manual send. Approval stops. Add a valid note and try again. The script also checks every exception for an accountable owner, a client impact statement, and a row-level review note. Atlas 102 still has no owner, and 2 rows lack review notes. The report cannot become approved for manual send until a person resolves those exact blockers. Next, change one client impact statement after the draft was generated. Try approval again. The source fingerprint no longer matches the fingerprint stored in report log, so approval is blocked with a refresh instruction. Run generate or refresh draft again. The same document ID receives the current tracker data, the approval note is cleared, and a new human decision is required. A previously reviewed document cannot silently approve changed source material. Fix the owner, client impact wording, and row-level review notes. Add a specific approval note in report control, then run approve for manual send. Report log becomes approved for manual send, and the Google Doc records the note and timestamp. This state means a person reviewed the report and may send or share it manually. It does not send an email, share the document, or create an automatic client commitment. The measurable result in this capture is visibility. 4 exceptions surfaced from 6 fictional rows, while 2 ordinary rows were excluded. 1 duplicate period reused the same document. Approval stayed blocked until the review conditions passed. I am not claiming a number of minutes saved because no manual baseline was measured here. The Copyready app script, tracker structure, rule reference, and failure test checklist are linked below. Send this to the person who spends Friday afternoon collecting project updates before a client call.